Welcome to Forever Exiled. I'm Justin, a.k.a. Tagz.
And I'm Tyler, Wrecker of Days. I also welcome you.
Yes, he does. Episode 336. Got it. First time.
Got it. Hey, do you need to update Discord? Is there a button?
No. Why?
Because we're delayed.
That's kind of the same every week.
Want to re-enter quick?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, every time with this guy.
The duck.
Better?
Speak.
I'm sure it's
Maybe.
the same. I have
No,
no idea.
your lips are on. Right
Well,
on. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Episode 336 of our podcast together. Big shout out to our Patrons. Thanks everybody who resubbed up this past week. Patreon gets you access to After Dark. It's our podcast after the podcast. It's I don't know, fun time.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's great.
Appreciate your support.
If you think we are the most amazing people on the planet, which, I mean, obviously who doesn't, then that's just where you just get more of us. More of us, just less clothing.
How was your week?
Oh man, that's like, what show was that? Howard Stern, where it was like radio, but all like, you wish you could see it. Anyway,
Right.
I had a good week. We had a crazy week, actually. We got a dog.
What? I
Yeah.
thought I heard something earlier, but I was like, I thought I heard like whining, but I'm like, oh, cats whine, maybe. I don't know.
No, yeah, my wife's always whining. No, we
You did.
we got a dog. So like Erin, of course, I was joking that she wasn't ready,
Mhm.
and I was gonna jokingly put her on a timestamp of like, you know, you get 6 months to mourn your dog, and then we're getting a new one. And
Mhm.
you know, everybody deals with that stuff differently. But even though I desperately loved our old dog that we put down in August, September.
Yep.
I was on the SPCA website looking like pretty quick,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
Like a month after, something like that. Not like I was ready to get a dog, but I'm looking around and I'm teasing the idea. I'm like, okay, what? Oh, this dog looks good. This dog doesn't. And how's the process work? How quick do I need to be? And so we've actually applied for 4, 5, 6 dogs
Okay.
in the past month, and it's just the system's kind of like the application process, even though that's what they encourage, is kind of like backdoor. Like it's like their backup plan.
Okay.
If you like walk into the SPC, like they want
Oh,
the perfect match
I see.
for the dog. They care about the dog, right? So you're not going to get like first come, first serve. If there's like 5 good applicants, only the first one's getting contacted. They're not going to reply to everybody that's not going to get contacted.
Mhm.
But they also prioritize walk-ins. So then the whole like matchup thing doesn't really seem very perfect. You know what I mean? Like, hey, can I have a dog? I guess so.
Sure.
Which one do you want? Okay, there's $600. You know, so I'd learned that partway through the process, and we start. Oh, hi! Come on in.
Is this the new dog? Oh, cute.
This is our new dog. Hang
What
on.
kind of dog?
We don't know.
Okay.
Hi, Penny. Or this isn't Penny.
What's the dog's name?
Astro. This is Astro.
All right. Cute.
And Astro is 4 months.
Cute face.
And already bigger than our last dog.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to be he's solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
a
solid.
little bit.
That's awesome.
Definitely Rottweiler,
Mhm.
but then they're
You can see it a
thinking
bit in the face.
Coonhound and Basset Hound.
Oh, okay.
We see some Terrier in there. So anyway, we actually bought a DNA test just for fun because we
Sure.
actually really want to know. But they expect the dog to be like,
So cute.
they
Like he
expect the
sits.
dog to be like 80 pounds.
Nice. And so how old?
So
How old?
4 months.
4 months. Wow.
Yeah, like
Cute.
that head right there sitting is almost up to my wife's hips.
Yeah.
Hi. Come here.
Nice,
So anyway,
cute.
that's it. Yeah.
How long have you had it for
anyway,
then?
but we applied yesterday.
Oh, so fun.
Right. So yeah,
You-
we did a lot of applications. Long story short, we did a lot of applications, and then we ended up making an appointment for Astro, but it was about a week and a half after when we wanted to, just schedules lining up. And we saw the dog. We met at a pet store
Mhm.
with the foster parent and then the person from the adoption agency. And when Astro turned the corner,
Mm-hmm.
super cute, but then we see the size of the paws and we're like, uh-oh.
What did we get into?
Yeah. But I mean, we talked about it and we were honest with each other and we're like, yeah, you know what? Let's give it a shot. We've only really had smaller dogs.
Yeah.
The bigger dogs that we've had in our lives, we only remember the well-trained parts.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So it's got to be fine.
it'll be fine.
It's got to be
Yeah,
fine.
but
Cute.
the dog stinks. So smells like a dog. But anyway, thanks, love. But we're
That's fun.
yeah, well, it's interesting for us. Our last dog that we got as a puppy, we got from a breeder,
Mhm.
and so we were able to like mold the dog right from the get go, like right from the stage where it was just a puny little fetus. We were teaching it the way we wanted to. So life was easy. This dog's already
Looks pretty.
really strong, like 30, 40 pounds.
Mhm.
And we're going to weigh it today. This dog's too big to weigh at home.
Mhm.
And, but it's already 4 months old. So it's already gotten habits for how it works on a leash and how it does this and how
But
it
it
does
can
that.
learn a lot at
The
4
foster
months
parent
still.
was, yes, but it's strong.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're pulling it back and
Sure.
it's 2.5 pounds
Mhm.
because it's only 2 months old. This is a 40-pound dog. Like, I smell.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to teach it good leash manners and all that kind of stuff. And we're really strict with that. So it's just going to be a different experience for us. But that was part of the reason we said yes. We're looking forward to trying it out. So
Cool.
but that it's like that kennel, Justin.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going to put this dog.
Yeah, it's not
Dude,
small.
we have a Civic. It's already full with 2 kids and 2 adults.
Yep.
And
Load
now
it
we
up.
just bought an 80-pound dog.
Mhm.
Show.
That'll be fun.
Most expensive dog ever is the one that makes you buy a new car for it. It's not going to happen, of course. We'll make it work, but
It'll fit.
leave one of the kids
Sit
at
its
home when we
butt
go
right
to the
in the
dog
middle of the
park.
2 kids.
You betcha.
Mhm.
You betcha. So anyway, no, we
Very
had
fun.
a good week. It's lots, right? You get right back into the swing of things of training a dog,
Did you let the
house
cats go
training
free?
it, leash training it. Well, yeah. Yeah.
How are the cats
Now we
with
have
the
2
dog?
kittens and a puppy.
God, what were you thinking?
Get it out of the way, man.
Mhm.
You don't spread out your kids. You just pump them all out as fast as you can, right, Just?
Or just don't invite them in.
Just get snipped early. So anyway, no, it's all good. All
Cool.
good. We had a great week, and we're looking forward to it because today's the last day before spring break for the kids.
Mhm.
They get 2 weeks off starting today,
Well deserved.
tomorrow after school.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. And so it's great timing because then, we get to hang out as a family, get to teach the kids how to do it because the kids haven't raised a dog before. So that kind of stuff.
You got a birthday too.
It's all good.
Coming up through spring break, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
daughter's birthday's this week, and that's a big deal for her. She's
Mhm.
turning 13. She's
Very cool.
personally just very hyper focused on the teenager bit. She's been telling herself there's certain things she has to do
Mm-hmm.
and know how to do because she's going to be a teenager, or she's not allowed to act this way and has to act this way because she's going to be a teenager. So
Okay.
tried to make this one fancy.
Well, happy
We're,
birthday to her. That's cute.
Yeah, goodness, I didn't know, but there's a place that. Oh no, I can't say that.
Tell me
'cause it's
after.
localized, but yeah, making it special
Very cool.
for her. Yeah, how was your week, my friend?
I was recovering from being sick last week and then catching up, which sucks. I couldn't work almost at all last week, Thursday and Friday. Like we recorded
Oh yeah,
and
that's
I'm
right.
still stuck. But I did not feel good, obviously, last week. And then this week was just trying to catch up, and it was extremely busy. So yeah, it was fine. It was a good week. Nothing to complain about. Everything's good. Kids are good. Everybody's healthy. I have a forced week off next week, apparently.
Oh really?
Yes.
Who's forcing it?
My
your
wife.
or your colleagues?
My wife
Mm.
and my work are in cahoots. So
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to actually take a week off. Like I will hang out and be more at home, but I
Do they not realize that there's no
one?
one you can pass this stuff off to?
Well, they
So
do, and
whatever
that's why
you
there's
don't
panic
do.
right now. So there's panic at I have to go meet with some of my people after this because they're freaking out that I'm not around next week. I'm like, listen, I'm not saying to say no to my wife, but it's fine. Just email me. We'll still.
That's oh man, I love that they're trying to give you a week off without having a backup
Yeah.
prepared for you
It'll be
or
fine.
designed or groomed for you, when that's really the only way you can take time off. Otherwise, you either have to work through your time off,
What it
or you
means
have
is
way too much to do after.
That's exactly it. And I was trying to explain that to a couple people. Like the being sick last week means that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were not fun this week. It was just constantly trying to catch up. So that's why I can't imagine just not working for a whole week. But
Sure.
yeah, we're gonna just hang out. Hopefully the weather for spring break's decent. We're not gonna go away. We're gonna just hang around here and I don't know,
Yeah.
do what you do when you're not working.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully play video games, maybe. I don't know.
Word.
Yeah.
Right?
Otherwise, yeah, life's good.
That's cool.
The weather's been interesting. We've had a snow warning for like a week, and it's like, come on,
Yeah.
do you want to snow or not?
But, well, So I take Astro outside at 4 a.m. and it is snowing.
No,
It doesn't feel bad. Like it's fine. I'm in my flip flops and I'm fine.
Was it actually
snowing? Yeah. And I thought something was wrong with my eyes or my glasses, but no, it was snow because nothing was sticking, right?
Right.
But it was coming down all nice, flaky and Hollywood like.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, like so. Remember last week I told you I hiked from Home Depot with grass seed in my backpack. So anyway, I laid it.
Perfect weather.
So it's safe. It's safe. We've gone through December, January. We always get our, like the last 10 years, our
February,
like
usually January,
1
February.
week blitz of snow is in February. Well, we get past February.
Now
it's
March.
the middle of March.
Come on, weather.
I mean, was this supposed to be a super El Nino or La Nina or whatever it is? I don't know. I don't remember paying attention.
Like I went out last night to go get Logan. It was really, really cold. It was like 2 degrees out.
I brought up my flip-flops in February. It was great. I was wearing hoodies instead of winter jackets. And then March comes around and it's like, no. Go reorganize that closet again because you got to get your winter stuff back out. But then it sucks because then in like the middle of the day, you feel like it's springtime. And so the kids are like lugging around all their winter stuff. But then it's raining.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, winter stuff when it's like rained on, that sucks.
I told you that I think I told you that I was really proud of Logan. He got into a cybersecurity course that he's taken, which is really cool. And so he's been talking about this course and he's having a good time in it. And he's telling me, Dad, like it would just be so much easier if I had a second screen. Like we have to do all this work and having 2 screens would just make it so much easier. And so I was, because he had seen some of the mobile, like we have some of our staff that travel around with like little 16-inch portable monitors so that they can run into their system. So they're still running dual screens. So he's seen them before. And I was like, well, do the other people in your class have it? He's like, no, but it would help. So anyway, I ended up buying him one and the kid's like sending me pictures and he's showing off his whole setup. He's so proud of himself. Pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, life is good. Nothing to complain about. Played some PoE this week, but not as much as I got to play a lot while I was sick, which was great. Like we played over, what did we talk? We talked on Saturday because we talked late. It came out on Friday. Yeah. It
was Saturday.
All right, sweet. So I did get to play. So that was good.
Remember, you were a little sicky wicky, and then also it was League launch day, and we were trying to scram it in, so we didn't update ourselves on. There's actually nothing
I looked
to
at it
update
and I was
ourselves
like,
on much.
Yeah,
there are 15 hot fixes for the initial launch, and then B comes out, and then there's 3 hot fixes for B at the time of recording.
Yeah, B was also a lot of
else.
fixes primarily. Like there were some
all awesome stuff.
It was all it's all good. For me, the league's been really stable and great. I know that's not been the case for a lot of people, which is too bad. I saw something about a DDoS attack that they've been having, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, it was frustrating for me as a player dealing with the lag spikes.
Oh, did you have it too?
It was making me it was making me very nauseous playing. It was just the stutter, like, I remember not being able to use war cries after I couldn't make them instant anymore, or whatever it was like, or, I couldn't use the war cry until I got the instant keystone back in the day. Just, because that judder of like walk,
and
cast,
you felt
walk,
like
walk, cast. And but because I wasn't controlling it, I didn't know and it would happen, and it would make me really sick. Sure. So that did impact the amount that I could play. I found quite often I'm chiping on Global 2121. Well, off for another nap, off to bed, off to this. But it's okay. Yeah. Like, good news is I'm having fun.
At least you're playing. Yeah.
It's just, and this isn't something like where last league it was because they chose the flashiest method on the planet.
It's a fixable problem, which is great.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And it like, this isn't a design thing. This is douchebags being douchebags.
Yeah. Douchebags be douchebags.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we got this.
Remember,
what?
I remember when we looked up ages ago at Chris and Kyla's place, the definition of douche canoe.
Douche canoe. Yep. I remember.
On what's that? What
was that? Urban Dictionary. It was like a new thing back in the day. Remember, because we tried to like affect it. We went to go type our own stuff into there.
Yeah, and a douche canoe was. Oh, I think we've read this too. Anyway, back to PoE. I'll look it up and then I'll bring it. I
looked through the stuff that all came out. Like there was a lot of stuff obviously that happened in the last week, but really everybody knows all the stuff that's going on. Mirage is out. Mirage is underway in PoE 1. They did. Oh, I didn't even see that one. An update on the server. Oh, hold on. Here's one I'll bring up. What we're working on. I didn't actually see this.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's whatever. It's yeah. That improving visibility of maps not yet on the Atlas. I will say the Atlas was a little bit strange trying to get used to it. Because it's all new. Are you here or what are you reading? Are you reading douche canoe?
Yep. I want to read 3 different definitions.
Go for it.
A douche canoe. Dang it. Possibly the largest form of doucheness. When someone is being so shady, the common douchebag is unable to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
An individual who insists on causing the rest of the earth as much pain as possible. A chap so arrogant and twattish, they have almost no choice but to F you over whenever possible.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite one. A douche canoe is the vessel used by a douchebag to travel. Oh, no, not that one. Hang on. A douche canoe. A vehicle filled to capacity with a group of major douchebags, usually a luxury SUV, most often owned or purchased by the parents of one of the douche magooshes inside. The group of individuals who pour out of a douche canoe can affectionately be referred to as a shitstorm of douchebags. That's my favorite one, right there.
Sweet.
Luxury SUV. Je suis retourné. The electrician has departed.
Sweet. All good?
Yeah, we're just switching house insurance companies, and they want to make sure that our electrical is all tickety-boo.
Sweet.
And so, yeah, it's kind of funny because the electrical the insurance company we're going with actually covers ground over water, which our other one didn't. And that would have been really nice 5 years ago. 4 years ago when ground over water flooded our place and it wasn't covered by insurance. But this one does cover it. And just because of how the market's working, they're about $600 cheaper than the company we'd normally be going with.
Sweet.
But they need the electrical assessment done first because of the age of our house and the location. And that, including forms, application administration, is $400.
Mm-hmm.
So still saving $200 and we're getting the ground over water.
But you won't have to do that every year, so that's good.
No, that's right. Now we'll have the little paperwork to throw at anybody we want.
Very cool.
So we were talking.
I was looking
Path
at
of
their
Exile, douche canoes, douchebags, and Ziz interviewed some people as well.
No, you are reading douche canoe. I was moving us along on the notes. We were talking about what we're working on because I hadn't seen that yet. I jumped around.
Okay, what are you working on, Just?
I was just reading what they've worked on. We're working on.
I know.
And one of the things I mentioned was improving the visibility of the Atlas. Have you seen the Atlas yet? I don't know where you got to in your. Oh yeah, into endgame, into maps.
You betcha.
Oh, okay. Dude, we got so many things.
Have you seen these muscles? I worked out in grade 10 a couple of times.
Pretty big pipes. Okay, so anyway, I didn't go through all this stuff. So you go knock yourself out. What do we got? Ziz interview?
No, that's it. Ziz interviewed. And I think it was Octavian and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it.
Cool.
But I will.
Sweet.
But I didn't. And then, just all the things, like a new Keurig support pack. That's kind of, I don't like how aggressive that is in the game. Like you get the flashing icon all the time. I have to open it every time I want that flashing icon to go away. And I don't
What's the flashing icon?
Well, when you have Keurig's Vault Pass, it's like, that place that you have to travel to unlock your free and or of course it encourages the paid battle pass path. Whenever you get an Atlas point, it seems to flash at you like there's 2 icons.
Mm-hmm.
And so to get rid of the Vault Pass icon that flashes, hey, you got something, hey.
But I think that's only when you unlock a new tier that it pops back up.
No, it's every map for me.
Oh, I don't have that. Weird. I do have it whenever I meet a new
I've only done
threshold.
about 10 maps maybe, and I have it every time I do a map. So, or it feels like it anyway. But I definitely haven't only seen it once. I've seen it lots. But yeah, I've been playing around with the Atlas.
Yeah.
So
okay, sweet
things and stuff. Yeah. So what'd they change that I didn't notice? I mean, I know the big changes for the league, but not what the patch introduced.
I honestly, I didn't find the patches they didn't introduce anything massive that I can think of that I was having issues with.
With the exception of the original thing of temporary minions loading through instances.
Yeah, right? I do really appreciate that. You still do have the problem of at the beginning of the map. You got to be careful, right? Because you don't have everything at the beginning of a map. They don't carry across
any
maps.
build up skills like that. Yeah,
but I think I've got it pretty good now. So, I'm trying to read some of the stuff, I didn't notice any of the stuff. I didn't have, like I said, I didn't run into too many bugs. I didn't run into server issues. Like for me, it was quite smooth. I wish I had written down notes from the previous weekend, because there were things while I was going through the game that I noticed that they had updated or changed. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of nice. And I don't remember what they are now, but
sure,
I did enjoy it. Like for me, the getting back into PoE 1's been fun. I've had a good time playing the league. It was wickedly easy to level. Holy moly. Like with all the mobs added.
You're talking
through Mirage,
dominating blow?
No. Well, I'm just talking, well, I only played dominating blow,
like
but just like in general, like XP in general.
I found this league, maybe like now, though I don't know. I've been ignoring league content too. So this is in line with your point. I found that I was like 6, 7, 8 levels higher than the area zone.
And even if you were ignoring content,
I was skipping content.
Still
like all I'm doing.
Do you know what I mean? You're not going into the Mirage, but you're still killing extra mobs.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would do that, right? And I always wanted to see what the Mirage was offering. But if it wasn't gear,
yep,
I was not going in.
Right.
Like, and even now in maps, I'm like, just give me gear. Mm-hmm. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Right. My gear's still trash. So just give me better gear. That's where I got my 5 link.
Sweet.
So that's cool. I've seen that twice now.
Yep.
So that's exciting. Looking forward to the 6 link.
Wait, is a 5? I don't think I've ever seen the thing that it will drop a 5 link.
I got a 5 link. And the first one I did was a base type that I could use, which was awesome.
Sweet.
It was armor, yes. And I had enough chromatics. I only used about 15 to get there, but it was nerve wracking because I only had about 30. But I went all blue. I do that sometimes with my minion stuff, even though I'm going armor, yes.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Nice.
So I got five blues
Sweet.
on my armor, yes. Anyway, that's what I was doing. And I'm still like 7 levels over the area level, right?
Yeah.
I go and I double check my character level before I go to ascend. And I'm like, oh, right. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I was the same way.
I can't tell if it's because dominating blow is so strong or if it's
dominating blow
because
felt strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also 7 levels over leveled. So it's like, am I melting
it?
Content or is the content melting content?
Yeah.
But anyway, keep going. Keep talking.
No, I felt like XP, even leveling, I think I'm 92 or 93. I don't remember, but that didn't feel, it hasn't felt, I'm trying to find my character to find what I have. What is this league called? Mirage 93.
Ragey.
It hasn't, like I just map and do my thing and I look down and I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to level. Like through the 90s was like that, which is not, I don't feel normally the same.
True.
But what does not match at all with my level has been my progression of the Atlas. Typically by 93, I would have for sure had my whole Atlas filled out. I would have already been working on whatever I was doing. My Atlas is maybe 60 out of 100 currently. Like I really like that I am able to pound tier 16 maps over and over and over. And then I can do it in all of them. So
anywhere you want, right?
Anywhere. Well, yeah. I mean, as long as you're connected to it or you're moving along, but it means that my progression has been entirely almost through T16 maps. Like my progression of Maven fights, my progression of Eater and Exarch, that was all done not through the tiers that it says to do, but it was done literally through tier 16 maps. And my sustain has been awesome.
And away you go.
Yeah. Besides the ones you have to val, which I hate the valing, but otherwise I just alch them and run them until I get to those red ones and then do them. But yeah, trying to understand the voidstone thing and what you're supposed to do in the corners, definitely not clear. Like it was a lot of just whatever, I'll wing it and figure it out.
Sure.
But yeah, like the league has been fun. I'm maybe underwhelmed a little bit by Mirage. I don't really, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Like
leagues are leagues.
Right.
Like to me, a league isn't supposed to blow you out of the water. That it's supposed to be the end game. The league's just something to tickle your fancy.
It's something new, something
mix
fun.
It up a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I think they did a good job of that.
It shouldn't need to go core every league.
Yeah. And yeah, they've done a really good job of you're in the map. You don't have to leave the map. You know, it does have this load thing that I wasn't a huge fan of in the beginning, but yeah, it's fun. Like I've really enjoyed it.
So you're right, yeah, Path 1. So your mouse and keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding on controller support playing on PC. So I'm not playing on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the league on PC with controller. I'm finding just the basic swapping back and forth, like getting a map, entering the Atlas, picking my thing. It's clunky. I don't like how chunky it is right now. I'm even using the which I love, that like the individual map tab that exists.
Yeah, the little
right next to it, so you don't have to keep going into your actual stash. You have like this little convenient map stash that's in the Atlas. On controller, swapping from that, like picking a map there and just auto moving it over works really well. But there's this, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but there's this clunkiness that I'm always hitting the wrong button, and I'm always in danger of reloading the same map, even though I want to do a new location.
Yep.
And I haven't played enough, or I'm only playing when I'm tired, whatever it is. I haven't been able to put my finger on why that is. I think maybe they expect me to do the same location over and over, because that's how it loads. It loads
the last one you did
that's right. So it loads without me selecting the location. It loads location pre-selected, just put in your map and hit go.
Correct. Yep.
And I'm used to it being the opposite way, right? With the way that it was, you would load your map and you wouldn't have to select a location. So I'm used to loading a map and then hitting the button, inserting the map and then loading it.
Yep.
And so now I'm inserting a map and I'm going to load it. I'm like, no. Where am I? Where am I? I want to pick the location first.
Yep.
And it auto picks the same location automatically. And so I'm finding it clunky it's auto loading into a screen I don't want. I need to back out, and then I need to scroll around and see which one. And the Control F function, it doesn't work for me, or it's not explained to the user so that I can go like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. It doesn't just show the ones I need. Like I want it to go like Control F and then tier 2 maps and just show the ones that I need for tier 2. And then I want to do all the ones that required tier 3 and then all the ones that required tier 4. I like that kind of structure. And it wouldn't do it. It would just highlight all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
on keyboard and mouse, so it does auto select the last spot that you did. And I can only assume that is to help people who are in endgame, who have filled out the Atlas and now want to just keep running the same map consistently over and over. Because for me on keyboard and mouse, I have to load it and then click somewhere else to have it unselect that, so I can actually see a better view of the Atlas and where I want to go. And also when you have when you have your inventory also open on the right hand side, it sometimes where you're looking at the Atlas is a little weird. Like how you're zooming out and trying to figure it out is a little bit odd to get used to it. But yeah, it does default to that. So you have to like select out. The one thing I do like is that while they have the tier 1, 2, 3, 4s and all the way out, I like that you can at least do any tier higher, like that tier and anything up. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about just doing it with tier 2s. But yeah, it does auto select. The only thing I can think of is that in endgame, if I'm doing race course, then I can just keep popping it in and I keep running race course. Yep. But yeah, during the process of actually filling out the Atlas, it's a bit clunky because you have to click out to remove it.
Now, I was just going to recommend that could be something that's toggleable in the options menu. But then I realized as I was thinking that I didn't check the options menu. Maybe it's a toggleable thing and that's what default is, right?
Yeah, I didn't look either.
But it would be cool if it was there, whether it is or isn't currently. I'm really liking it. I like the changes that they made. I'm still only like tier 3, 4, 5 are dropping, right? Like no rare maps are dropping yet, but I'm going through and I'm going through slowly, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the build. Dominating Blow is so insanely strong.
Isn't it? It's so fun.
But again, I am over leveled, but that's typically what it's like your first playthrough through an Atlas anyway. Like
how did you find the brightness?
You're finishing the campaign high. I can't play it. I actually had to spec out.
Oh, okay.
And it was really disappointing because it's about triple the damage that I'm used to. And so I'm fine with the damage that I have before. I have no issues with it. I prefer the survivability. And anytime you remove buttons and you want a more AFK experience or you want a more defensive experience, you're always going to be sacrificing damage, right? And so this was really fun for me to play something with so much damage. It was nice to see health bars just get mutilated. It was nice to not get to recognize any boss moves. Things would just disappear. That was a lot of fun. But the one there were two frustrating things with Dominating Blow that made it that I had to spec out of it. One, it's just so bright. Bright and flashy. Not just how they appear and are summoned, but also they do this charge. And I honestly, because I'm doing Herald of Purity too, I don't know which one's which. I honestly don't care because it's one of those, it's like their Path of Exile 2 skills, you know what I mean? Where it's like you have to use them together kind of thing. Like, I wonder how many people do Dominating Blow without Herald of Purity. They're basically the same thing, but it's great. It's awesome bonus damage. It's really nice. Anyway, I feel forced to use them together. I like them together. To me, the combination's perfect. So I don't know which one's which, but there's that charge attack that almost like a shield charge they do, and then there's this like massive, like almost like consecrated ground or purifying flame burst explosion that's there. But there's so many of them. And then there's summoning and this, like it is just so bright and flashy that I tried and I tried and I tried. I'm like, okay, well, no, maybe I was just tired. Okay, maybe it was just this, or maybe it's just how I'm doing this. It was just too much. It was too much. The other problem that I had with Dominating Blow, it's just counterintuitive to the design of it itself. Dominating Blow is a strike skill, and I love that. I don't know, I guess it'd be a couple years ago now, but they switched strike skills to you still are hitting every enemy that your sword actually travels through kind of thing. It's not just that one individual you're aiming at. So you can hit multiple enemies even though it's a strike skill. I do love that, but that's not new. The frustrating thing is it still is a strike skill. I still need to actually go up to an enemy. And the whole point of the skill is you are killing the enemy or you need to hit the enemy based on the rarity. I can't see where I am. Like it's a strike skill. So I need that visual clarity to see, am I swinging at nothing? Like, am I out of range, but I'm still like, yeah. I don't know, like picture a cartoon character closing their eyes and swinging their sword super fast, right? Just trying to like hit anything that they can. That's kind of what I feel like. But the whole time I'm not sure if I'm hitting the enemy, even if it's just one enemy, because the skill is so bright and there's so many characters. I don't actually know where I am. I'm always guessing or assuming, and that's not engaging. I found that I was actually, despite the fact that the build is insanely efficient, I was very bored playing because I didn't feel like the reason that I'm playing Dominating Blow is to be engaged with my minion build, right? Like that's otherwise I could just load up any other kind of minion build and it's doing the work for me. The Dominating Blow is all about being engaged, right? And I'm not engaged because the whole time I don't know where I am or how efficient I am. I'm constantly guessing, am I hitting the enemy? Am I on the left side or am I on the right side? Well, I can't actually tell where I am, right? So, and maybe it's different for mouse and keyboard players, but I play on controller. And so I actually found that to be, for some reason, it bored me because I was guessing. I wasn't as involved as I was hoping to be. So I loved the skill. I loved what it did, but for those two reasons, how flashy and bright it was. That skill would be really great without any flash. It really would. Like,
there's probably an MTX to dumb it down, but not that you should have to do that.
No, for sure. But like, think about that skill just like dulled down, like zombies, right? But they're sentinels that aren't flashy. They're just as dull, like fleshy zombies.
Just doesn't look as cool.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but
no, but you can see everything you need to see, right? You don't need to know where they're going. Like, let them do their thing. That's what minions do, right? So anyway, I did spec out of it, and now I'm just pure. I wanted to go Reaper, but then I'm like, oh, right. It'll eat my Sentinel of Radiance. And the whole reason I'm Guardian is because I don't have to summon my Sentinel of Radiance all the time. So I went with zombies, and it's great. I'm progressing great. It's awesome.
Is it just zombies? Zombies and the things from the Ascendancy?
Yeah. Oh, and I still hate how Spectres work in Path 2, or in Path 1, so I'm doing a Golem instead. I never noticed whenever it was that they changed it, but the Chaos Golem no longer does physical damage reduction, flat phys damage. It's just 17% right? Chaos res. Yep. 17%? Who came up with that number?
I don't know, but I'll still take it.
Hey, give me a digit that makes sense with the -60. Like, give me 30. You know what I mean? Because then I only need 75 plus 30. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't, like, I get more with a ring. And you're asking me to use a socket? Get out of here. Like, I'm just talking like the amethyst ring. Gets like, oh no, they upped the amethyst rings 24? Recently. They used to be 12%.
Get up to 24
but
now.
Still, now I get more than that. Give me a socket. Get out of here. So anyway, but yeah, that's all it is. It's just zombies, phantasms. I love the phantasms. I bought something. Justin.
Yeah, you did. What'd you do? What'd you buy?
I bought Zombies of Slamming.
Ooh, fun.
And
just to get back to that base level.
Yeah, that's right. Get back to the vanilla way it's supposed to be. And no, it's great for clear. And because I focus so much on survivability, I'm not worried about losing out on the more health. And but I bought that from an instance. I still went to the person's hideout. I liked that. But then I just interacted with their stash, and then like, tee-hee, I stole it, and then I ran away.
That's how it works now for trade. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. A whole bunch of teehees. So, but it was great. I enjoyed that a lot. And so I did that, added it to my build, and I'm having a great time with it. It's a lot of fun. Loving the Guardian. I still don't have the extra 50% res, but I've ascended the other 3 times. I don't remember when those start dropping. Like, honestly, the last time that I really played Path 1 was when you like
had to do all 4 of them, had to find them all, 6 of them,
had
or
to
whatever.
find all those drops. So I've barely played since they switched that.
I don't remember when
that's
they
been
started.
A couple years.
I don't think I've had a single one from a drop though, or I've only had maybe 3 of the like trials that I could have gone into, but I think almost all of mine have come from ritual.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else, but ritual for sure. I think that's where I got mine from.
I block. I don't like almost any league mechanic that they have in the game, and so I block
don't like any of
all
them?
of them. I know I block all of them, but 2. They're not fun.
Well, yes, they are. But which 2 do you block?
No, it's stuff to do. I block all of them except for I don't block blight because now it pauses, so now it can't screw me up. I don't like it, but oils are important. You get that free notable, and then I also don't block ritual. And I actually hate ritual because they added the wisp enemies to it, and there's so much blind chaos damage on the ground waiting around.
Can't
and I'm like, not when you're flashy sentinels of whatever, all jumping around. So I don't like the fight experience of ritual, but I do like that it keeps me in the map. Like that's what I like.
Yep.
But I kept it because that's where my gear is coming from, unfortunately. So
yeah.
Until my gear's set up, I'll probably block it then too, because I want to enjoy the combat experience, and I don't enjoy the enemies and the base types and the skills that are used in the ritual experience. But I do enjoy loot. So once my character's fleshed out with loot and I'm only kind of min-maxing, then I'll probably just get rid of it because I don't actually enjoy going through it.
Did they change currency? Because I feel like I have more of the crafting type currency as I've played through. Like, I know that it used to be that Exalts and Divines were on the same roll, that they were, I'm getting really unlucky towards the Exalts, or they've increased how many Exalts I have, which I appreciate because I've been able to use them for crafting, which is fun. But I feel like my loot, not gear-wise, but my loot currency-wise has been a lot different although you haven't really played to compare it for quite a long time.
No.
What's your Atlas?
I can tell you one thing though.
Okay.
In a sec, I want to shout out the music, man.
So
like,
good.
It really is. Like, it's very thematic. I get really into it. I like how they do their transitions from in and out of the league content. I don't know.
The Mirage music's
the
great.
Music, it is. It really I don't know. I kind of like you go in and you're like, oh, that's
it sucks how many people have to play
how
without
it builds up and.
Just for performance reasons. Like, it's too bad.
Funny enough, I played not without it, but my sound volume, because I was playing in the living room and I was just playing when the kids were around and people are doing stuff, much TV. So it was low enough that I was not hearing very much except for any sort of loud filter sounds. I didn't turn the music off. It was just the game volume was low. But then there were a few times where I played after everybody was in bed and I turned the music up a little bit, or the game volume up a little bit. And I'm like, oh, it just suits not just the league theme, but the combat experience as well. It's fun. I enjoy it. So I want to shout that out. And then my Atlas. Oh, you're going to laugh at me because I remembered all the red flags.
Well, I love that you would go. Did you go straight to block stuff? Do you actually just go?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Really?
I play for fun, man. I play for fun. I do not want this crap that I have to walk past. Last thing I want to do is run around and place all these stupid bombs.
Don't do it.
Well, that's exactly it. So, but why wouldn't I block it then?
The only reason I would say
actually
you wouldn't
makes it
is because you could put that point into something else that either increases the chance of the things you like, or increases maybe the amount of maps you're getting, or the increased.
Everything on the map is something I want to block. Bestiary is stupid, but I can't block it. It's loaded with fights that, like, half the time there's these charging animals
Yeah,
hurt,
row as you
damage
hate
you, and
those.
half the time they don't. I don't know. That's got to be an internal glitch that they've never fixed. It's like 8 modifiers. You have no idea what any of them do. Okay, well, by the time I'm in maps, I don't care about essence because my gear's already fine. I'm not looking to re-roll gear. I'm looking for that. How did this drop? Oh, cool. Maybe
Essences
I can
are
add
good
this.
for
Great,
crafting,
it doesn't
though.
work.
Like if you wanted to build your own piece of gear.
When you start, sure. I don't find them.
I think it's still good late.
The frustrating thing with essence is if you're looking for that initial roll, that's great. But I only find essences valuable if you really are just looking for bonus rolls outside of that major roll. You need an insane amount of essences to re-roll.
Yes, it does
like
take a lot of
Chaos Orbs.
essence. I agree. Yep.
And to me, I'm like, well, the combat with an essence monster is not fun. I'm just doing it for the essences. But the amount of dumb mods that there are and all the crazy dots that they do, it's like, that's not, again, just like Bestiary, all these arch nemesis mods that
okay, so
you have no idea what they mean.
The stuff you don't like, what do you go towards?
Right, but then Alva sucks. I don't want to go to Delve, even though Delve's fun because it doesn't do anything for my Atlas, and I want to move my Atlas, so I'm not doing Nico. And John's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
I don't want to go and do all this extra stuff.
Where are you going that you want
keep me in the
stuff?
map. So I have strong boxes,
okay,
right? But I don't like Expedition, right? Legion's fine, but it's not anything.
Okay.
I do it apathetically. I just like, you know what I mean? Abyss is dumb because it runs around half the map. And I'm like, well, I'm going this way, so I'll see you later. So I'm not going to put any points into it. So I may as well block it. What are the other ones? I should bring them up quick.
Well, you already said you would block Ritual if you could. I'm going to assume you don't like Delve. Or not Delve, sorry.
I like
Heist.
going through.
Heist, I meant.
I like going through Delve, but I cannot. Okay.
Heist was the other one.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start on the left. Breaches. Nope. Can't do breaches. That's really bloody bright.
Breaches are not bad, but you have to block all the new stuff. There is an ability to go with just breaches like the old school breach, where it's just you walk into the breach thing and it expands and you kill them and you move on. Except that in order to only ever have that version of breach, you actually have to spec to the right side of the tree to only have those ones, which I don't like. So
hang on, let me just check time in my doctor's appointment.
Well, we can wrap this up. We can talk more next week.
Soon. I got 2 more minutes. Legion, I find boring.
Legion, you have to have a good build for it, like a specific build. I don't like it either, unless I'm playing for it.
It's fine. It's just not great combat.
It's not worthwhile unless you spec into it. It's not a good one for just a passing by one.
Expedition's a pain in the butt.
It's good currency,
it is such a pain. Combat in the Sacred Grove is so stupid.
It's fun.
Abysses, I've already mentioned on. What else? What's this? Oh, the Kalgurin.
Yep.
All that stuff. I haven't even gone in.
Homestead.
Dude still got an exclamation point. Hey, come visit me in my town. I'm like, I'm not going to your town.
Not me. I'm taking care of the people.
you go take care of your own people. Don't be over here. I have my hideout. I don't want 8. I have my hideout.
2, but yep.
Okay. Delirium. No, I find it dumb. Like, I don't mind it. Actually, that's one where I could stay in it, but I would immediately go to the one where it doesn't dissipate ever. It just stays.
Well, you always want it out. Okay.
So I am fine having Delirium in there, but there's a lot to invest in there. So if there's nothing else that interests me, sure.
It's also Delirium, a pretty but it's not steep increase in difficulty.
Yes, very much so. And then Ultimatum is stupid, left, right, and center. And then like you said, Heist. I cannot stand Heist. I don't need another Heist, hideout. So that one's gone. So there are 5 out of 5 blocked on the left, and there are 4 out of 6 blocked on the right. I did keep Blight, but that's not because I like tower defense in a non-tower defense game. That's because I like oils. Okay. And it's now tolerable because of the pause that they add to control support, which is awesome. Awesome. You don't have to like every single aspect of a game, people. I'm just saying the things that I don't like. And
So tell me where you go that is fun. What's the stuff you go to?
I kept them unlocked, but I'm not doing them.
Sure.
I have invested in strong boxes. I know they're not great, but I enjoy. I click, I kill, I move on. Something drops, super. Something doesn't drop, super. And then this is, and then all the maps. No, not shrines. Shrines are stupid too.
What?
No,
they're
on controller
amazing.
support.
What they've
On control,
have you tested them? They changed it this.
I can't do shrines with like visual
but
clarity
controller
and
support
problems with
wise, that
flashy.
was something they improved this league, apparently, right? The ability to click it easier when there's a bunch of mobs in there, which they have done for keyboard and mouse as well.
Yeah, but I can't turn it off. When I play on PC, which I am, I can use the mouse to turn off the lightning or the cold.
To disable something that's bright.
But when I'm on computer or when I'm on Xbox, I can't.
Sure. I've had the same thing on PoE 2, an issue with that in PoE 2.
Right. So I invested in all the map nodes, like shaping the mountains, increased chance to become a higher tier. There's a bunch of those, shaping the worlds, that kind of thing. Didn't get the keystones, didn't like the keystones, but I got those, tiny bit of scarabs. But funny enough, so this is where you're going to laugh at me. You know, I love my rogue exiles, even though I don't care about uniques.
Kick your ass as soon as they get the ghost.
But they're great. But you know how they extra kick my ass just? Well, see, there's that one node called Exiled Will, where it's wild rogue exiles in your maps are possessed by a tormented spirit. Well, I have a very difficult time not doing that when I'm doing so. I cannot do one without the other. So I've also invested into tormented spirit.
Why do you do that to yourself?
All except for the one on the far. I know. I told you at the beginning. I remembered the red flags this time. I know it's going to bite me in the butt. But I am. So anyway, I did every one except for Torment, except for the boss being surrounded by tormented spirits.
Right.
That's not fun when you play not very often. Like if you're doing map upon map upon map, that's fun because it's 10% chance. But if you're sometimes doing it and you're going to do like
and you're trying
the
to
Conquerors only a few times, right? Yeah. And then that happens while you're trying to complete and you're like, well, it took me forever to get this map. And like, I'm going to play like 2 more times this week for 2 hours a session. Like it only rewards, or I find it only beneficial. I'm going to like play a ton, which I'm not going to. So that's the only one I didn't get for Torment. That's where I'm going with it all. But I am going first. I'm just going to get all the strong boxes. I'm just going to do all of those first. And then I'm going to go back and then do all the map ones. And then I'm going to go back and do all the rogue exiles and then tormented spirit.
Cool.
Yeah. How about you? What are you investing in?
I went for the map nodes to get more maps to drop and increased chance of them to be increased to the higher tier. I went basically straight up the middle, taking some of the new ones that replaced the Keurig nodes, and got the circle in the middle. I love shrines because when you get, to me, shrines are just an easy, especially once you get the guaranteed for 1 increased duration, and then you get 2, like it gives you an extra one. Just sometimes it makes you feel like you're wearing a headhunter, like you feel actually like crazy strong,
hands down,
super fast.
And my criticisms to shrine aren't because like I don't have a problem with what it is. It just I can't like
not being able to turn it off
flashy
is
and really fast.
They did
but
that
even if I can turn it off, which it should be an option. Why would I invest into something I'm going to turn off half of things? You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about it in PoE 2. In PoE 1, I love them because going fast is so much easier for me on keyboard and mouse. I'm just used to it in PoE 1. In PoE 2, it drives me crazy because if I get a bad one, I need to go back to my hideout and then come back into the map to get rid of it. Like that's my only method of removing it. And the reason I do that is because I don't want something that converts all my equipment to gold. Like that is the stupidest shrine buff in the whole game. But anyway, so I get my shrines.
Well, that's when you get that epic item that drops.
Yeah, and then instead you get 400 gold, and you're like, oh. Yeah, the best would be if it actually dropped and converted, so you couldn't actually pick it up, but you saw it convert to gold. So like that really good item drops, and then you just see it just melt away into gold. So anyway, and then I went destructive play for Maven.
Okay.
And then all the stuff for the Conqueror maps and the synthesis stuff. Like I said, it's been a weird atlas for me because normally at 93, my atlas is fully filled out and I've flushed it out and I figured it out. I feel like I'm halfway, and I haven't even touched like having more than 1 atlas passive.
But you haven't intentionally been redoing the same map?
No, I haven't redone the same map at all. It's just, I've just been doing T16s to progress, whereas normally I would be level 90, but potentially doing tier 7 and tier 8 maps to progress it upwards.
I wonder what the difference is. Because it's not like
it's massive. It's a huge difference. If I have to try to complete the Atlas as I'm going through my 80s, but I'm doing like tier 3 and 4 and 5 maps, I am substantially over leveled. Whereas now I'm always at an XP level. I'm always at.
But what are you finding like if you were to guess, it's not like you time yourself unless you're using the actual
I use the timer
map device. What
2 to 3 minutes.
What do you? Okay, so like, but changing that, like, it still takes you roughly the same amount of time to, like, even though you're mutilating, you know, like, let's say you're doing a tier 4, well, it still takes you a couple of minutes to actually move through.
But I think that's
content.
The benefit is that you're now doing it at tier 16, which means the XP is way better, right, than it would be for me normally.
Oh, so it's not the speed of the progression, it's the speed of the leveling up you're talking about.
Yes. And I mean,
I was taking it the other way around. I'm like, I thought you were saying it's taking you a lot longer to fill out the Atlas, but you were saying you've been leveling up.
It's kind of the same because I don't think I would normally be this level in the past, and I would have had more of the Atlas progressed. So I don't know, it's just an odd. Like, I literally have 2 corners of the Atlas done. I have 2 voidstones, and I haven't even touched the top left side, and I'm just sort of working on the bottom. It's just very odd to just have so much still in front of me to complete in the Atlas and being level 93. Like, it's just very different.
So you have, I want to know what voidstones do. I haven't
They're
bothered
so
looking
weird
into
now.
it yet, but I want to know what else you're investing into. You said Shrine.
It's Shrines, Destructive Play, and then all the Conqueror map stuff, like Conquerors, Elder maps, that kind of stuff.
I love boss drop stuff. So if I end up hating,
and with Destructive Play, it's even better because then you get extra bosses added to the maps, and they all share those same rules for drops. So
I love that. And that's honestly, I might even, before I even try Rogue Exiles,
I went straight for Destructive Play. Especially because I knew I didn't want to play with the altars. I like the altars, but they get so frustrating. Like, when you're doing an altar and you have like, oh, the player gains minus 70 fire res and chaos. It's like, unless I'm building a build that's made for it, it is not fun. So I figured I'll just go Maven. I completed the other 2, like did the fights and did my stuff. But
I've seen the Envoy.
Yeah,
that's nice. And I haven't seen Influence yet on the Atlas.
I haven't seen. So again, this is why it's weird. I haven't either. I have completed to the bottom left. I have completed up to the bottom top right. The Voidstone that I got was for first fighting the Exarch and Eater of Worlds, which, whatever. I hate the Syrian Exarch fight, but I did them. Got my Voidstone. You throw your Voidstone in, and basically what it says is, in this quadrant, all of the maps that drop between tier 1 and 15 will be converted to gold or currency or something. Cool. You just don't get them. And then you have an increased chance of tier 16s, and then it has some other effect. I wish I could remember. So I only have those 2. So like this whole idea of like these colors on the map, on the Atlas, I still haven't seen it. And I'm level 93. Like, I need to maybe progress through the Atlas faster to get all the quadrants filled out. Cause I have no idea at what point does this, who even is the influence this league for end of mapping? I
think it's Shape or Elder again. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember the video, but I just remember the stuff. But at the same time, though, like maybe it's just something that you missed, or maybe there's like this small little checkpoint you haven't done where it would have been involved. But there's also the possibility that it like starts once the Atlas is
which is possible.
Full, you know what I mean? But I would love that.
That's what it was with Zana. When Zana came out like 2 leagues ago for the endgame, you didn't get it till you met Egan in the tier 14s, and then he progressed you through the 16s in the storyline, and then you get this sort of finalized map Atlas version. But I have no idea what it is in this one.
No. Well, I like that because like we don't, kind of like the opposite of Path 2. Like Path 2, like they put all this stuff into the campaign where it's like nobody's playing for the campaign. I mean, you might enjoy it or not, but when you have an end game, that's when the game starts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Any Dark Souls player knows that the game starts in New Game Plus, especially Dark Souls 2, right? The Path of Exile starts when you beat the campaign.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I just love the idea that some of the stuff, like you actually have to, okay, I've passed stage 1
Right.
of the campaign.
I feel like
and stage
I'm not
1
even
isn't
that
going white maps, blue maps, yellow maps, red maps. It's stage 1 is like completing the atlas.
Right.
Stage 2 is, hey, look at this extra element we've
something
added
else has happened. Yeah.
to this now that you've done stage 1. And then it's like stage 2 is the focus on how you're going to, farm. And
So I'm excited to see what that
3.
is because like I have not seen, there is no such thing as an atlas being taken over by anybody. I don't have any colors on the map, like on my atlas.
Sure.
But I'm 93. So I rage quit twice through the week and just decided like, nope, I'm angry. This is stupid. And it's almost my own fault every time in that I'm pushing red maps and valve maps harder than I should because I feel like I'm invincible with dominating blow. Like I feel like I should not be able to push the content I'm pushing, and I have to constantly remind myself, you're literally doing the top of the tier maps you could be doing. So
that's pretty sweet.
If you're going to die, you're going to die.
Yeah.
So
you enjoying dominating blow? Like how
I
much
do.
of the what else are you doing with the build? You have dominating blow.
So
what are you running for auras? What are you doing for supports?
So I'm only running purity of elements and skittering bots and Tempest Shield. And
Tempest Shield then's just for the block.
Yeah. And I'm just trying, and that's what I'm currently working on, is getting my block and spell block up. But I worked through your build, then I worked through my own version of the build. And then I was like, well, what are people doing with dominating blow specifically? Because I had heard that I should try and get a Val dominating blow, which is actually pretty cool. I did find one. It dropped. That was a 15% one. And that's actually pretty cool because the Val skill part of dominating blow increases 3 of your guys, like, and they're massive, like they're huge. The damage is really, really big. So basically all I'm doing currently is I'm just shield charging around and convocating as I move them around towards me and then trying to keep up my fortifies. I started looking into how other people are playing it. One thing I will say about Path of Exile in general, both versions of the game, is I don't like it, but I like that it's there, is that I saw what other people were doing. I don't know why I have the specters that I have, only that I should have them. I know, like I looked at what their benefits are. There's like culling strike and there's all these things that are being done with these specters, but I wasn't going to spend time trying to figure out like, where do you maximize using specters? Same with using my Animate Guardian, because you and I both don't like that skill, but the fact is it is really strong. So I'm looking online to see how are people playing Animate Guardian. So
did you keep minion survivability in your investment on the tree?
Yeah, I mean, I have it to some degree. I have no problem with minions dying. The odd time my Chaos Golem, which I know you love, goes low, but you can
used to love 17%. Come on,
I'm rocking that 17%. Convocate it. You just pull them towards you, and they regen their life pretty decently. But there are times where I'm just running around spamming to get my minions to move towards me because I don't want them to die. But then you also get to a point where that becomes much less of an issue. So yeah.
If anytime you're worried about specters or you just don't want to think about it, the big apes in Act 2.
That's what I was using.
They do frenzy charges.
Yeah,
and
I was using those guys originally.
Everybody gets 3 frenzy charges and away they go.
The only reason I switched off was I was curious what people were using. And then I'm like, oh, this one seems to be, I read if you get the perfect version of it, because I trade all the time. I have no problem with trading in game. You can see all of the benefits that your Spectre gets.
Where?
That they get.
What? They have that in the game now?
Yeah. So when I was looking at a perfect, now, this isn't like I'm in a map and I look at that Spectre and I can see it. I'm talking about the ones that come up in rituals that you can buy, that you can then place.
I should start paying more attention to that, because I've been ignoring them because I just didn't want to deal with corpses again. But I actually haven't dealt with Spectres since they did purchasable corpses. Right.
And the purchasable ones are cool. Like when I looked at what the perfect ones do, I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Like it's doing its culling strike, like it's doing the big smash of this hand. So that part's cool, but I also don't still realize like what makes them better than the others. But the main reason is because I'm not going to go read what all the other ones do. People say that these are the 2 that work best, then sign me up.
Pick them up.
So yeah. And then I saw, because I didn't see the need for the 50%. I know you got to go. We can talk about it after.
It's okay.
I'll tell you about the rest of it after. That's my build. I'll tell you about what I'm doing with my 3rd and 4th Ascendancy in After Dark, because I switched it up.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, let's do more of that. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to playing more myself as well. So thank you everybody for letting me have a hiatus from Path 1.
Mhm.
It wasn't really a hiatus. It just sucked compared to Path 2. So remind me that I have these things because I want to talk about these things today. But of course, we've had a great conversation and I didn't have time to continue. So I want to talk about
Where are you?
play pause.
Where are we talking about this?
I have notes of things I want to talk about.
Oh, well, we can talk about it afterwards.
This was awesome. Yeah, so we'll do that in After Dark. So sorry, everybody. We're not gating it. That's
Yes,
just how
we
conversations
are.
go.
Join Patreon.
That's right.
After Dark.
Woo!
It's the podcast after the podcast. All right, let's wrap this up. This was fun. 336 Forever Exile. Yeah.
Can I send you the title and description from the waiting room?
Yeah, can we end the
Like
episode?
you don't need it
first?
Immediately.
Forever Exiled 336.
Oh,
I'm Justin,
I thought we
aka
just did.
Tagz.
I'm Tyler Wrecker of Days. Hey.
If you're looking for more, I don't remember what I say. Patrons, we'll see you in After Dark. Everybody, we'll see you next week in 337. If you're looking for more information, we got a website, foreverexiled.com. We have a very fun Discord. You should pop in there, say hello. Patreon, other ways to support the podcast. You'll find them down below. Have a great week.
Gated. Sorry about that. Not gated. Gated.